roll sound, speed, YHWY, roll camera, rolling. Alright, so here we are. It is still September 28th. It's now 7:49 and I'm on my way to work. Hopefully I get there. I might be a little bit late this morning, but I don't even know if it's going to be warm in there. Hopefully it's going to be warm enough in there to do my job. Trying to only do the speed limit. Oh, dang it. And, red light here at the expressway. Look all orange and red. Everybody's lights. Okay, yeah, so just to continue where I left off here, I don't usually make more than one of these in the morning. Alright, and oh man, yeah, I gotta hotspot this thing so I can play music from one phone while I'm doing the show with the other phone. And I don't have that set up right now. And yeah, I'm driving, so I can't really set that up. There's a hotspot here. Wow. Ooh. I'm not looking for hotspots. I'm looking for my hotspot, mobile hotspot. But yeah, mine's not set up. So, oh wow, everybody's got a hotspot in their vehicle. Cool. My vehicle's got it's got Bluetooth, so I can Bluetooth from the phone to the truck and listen to my shows while I'm driving, or listen to music or whatever while I'm driving. Okay, work's not too far. Basically, it's the other side of town. Whoa, camera, where'd you go? Yeah, work's not too far. It's basically the other side of the city, but this is a pretty small city. Still dark in the morning. It's going on 8. Yeah, so I was discussing the secret competition that everybody's in, and everybody wants me to back down and say, you know, whatever, shrink back, dim my light. But you know, that's not going to happen. This is not going to happen. I didn't get this far alchemizing all this negative energy from the world to back down at this point. That's not in the cards, folks. But yeah, I'm getting a lot of universe messages this morning. Warning, 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 somebody wants to hurt you. Yeah, I know, there's quite a few people who want to hurt me, and that's, you know, it's unfortunate. I'm not going to apologize for being who I am. I'm not going to apologize for standing my truth. I will say it's unfortunate that there are a lot of individuals out there in this world that are envious and jealous, and they refuse to heal, they refuse to accept forgiveness. You know, a lot of them have committed sins against me, and I am an angel of justice. That's one of the purposes I have here. I'm an angel of justice, and yeah, it's unfortunate that you know, some people just won't accept forgiveness for, you know, for any wrongs they've, you know, sins they've committed against me. I've issued forgiveness to those who sinned against me. And you know, I've gotten, you know, I've got billions of these people that have sinned against me, but I've had zero actually come and actually apologize for any of the stuff they've done to me, whether it's their smear campaigns or marketing my images and my videos and calling them their own work and marketing them as they are the creator of me, which they're not. The creator of me is our one creator, YHWY. He's the same creator as you. He's the same energy field that exists within me. And yeah, so this is technically Season 1, Episode 56, or 55, Part 2. Season 1, Episode 55, Part 2. Alright, and yeah, okay, I'm good. Alright, man, I usually like to get a coffee before I go into work. Not sure if I'll have enough time. I might just get there a few minutes late. Like I said, I don't even know if it's going to be warm enough for me to do my work in there. Hopefully it is. Yeah, I'm definitely looking at changing profession. I'm getting a little old for this, interior drywall finishing. It's been a trade that was passed down to my family. My grandfather, step-grandfather, George did this, and he taught it to my uncles, and some of us learned also. And we basically, my older brother did it. I've done it. My Uncle Donald did it. My Uncle Randy did it. Many of us have done this trade. And my grandfather told us back in the day. I said, well, I don't want to really learn this, Grandpa. And I don't think any of us wanted to learn it. And my brother wanted to play music. Myself, I was interested in movies and film production, and that's what I ended up. Grandpa said, just learn it and do whatever you want. Go play music, go to college, do whatever you want after, and you always got this to fall back on. And Yahweh bless Grandpa George, because he was right, right. After I did 3 or 4 semesters in the Confederation College Film Production Program. We're just passing Confederation College right now, but over here, this is the dorms. And yeah, there's one building over here. I used to take a math course in over there. Of course, I was taking the math course, and just happened that I had gotten hit. I was riding my bicycle on the way to college, and no, actually, I was on the way somewhere, and yeah, I was on my bicycle and I got hit by a car, and yeah, my head cracked the windshield, the bike went flying, and I lost my photographic math ability, which I had since I was a kid. So in high school, my math teacher and I, in grade 10 math, level 4, kind of got into a bit of an argument. He says, it wasn't really an argument, it was a discussion. He says, I'm going to have to fail you, William. And I'm like, well, why? He's like, I passed all the tests. He's like, yeah, but you're cheating. You only write down the answers. So I was like, well, I'm not cheating. I don't need to write it down on paper. He's like, no, this is impossible. So he says, well, how are we going to solve this? I said, well, you've got your teacher's edition, and I don't have a copy of that book. I said, you take whatever questions you want from the back, any quadratic algebraic equations you wish, and then write them on the blackboard. And without pencil, paper, or chalk or anything, I will answer these questions. So he did that, we did that, and I answered the questions on the blackboard with the chalk just by looking at them. And I think I had like a 99%, because I had like a 1 plus sign that was out of 1 minus sign, or a plus sign that was out of place. It was the wrong, it was the wrong function. I put the wrong function in there. And so when it was all said and done, he says, well, I've never seen anybody do this before in my life. And I'm like, well, I don't know, this is how I do it. I just, it's easier for me to just think about it. So I would, take the pairs of numbers, say like 1 and 1, or 1 and 2, and I would run them through the formula. And the way you solve a quadratic is you do the first one first, inside, outside, last. FOIL, right? FOIL was the procedure for, so you run the pair of numbers through each algebraic equation, and in there, there's 4 equations in the quadratic equation. So I'd run it through first, then the second inside, then the outside, and then the last one. And I would do that in my head and come up with the answers. So, but after the accident, I lost that ability, so I didn't really have that. And so yeah, and at the same time, I was excellent at computer coding back then. I could write HTML web pages in a matter of minutes, which I used to do for some of the students in film production. Before class would start, they would come up and I'd be in the computer room. I worked in the Dorian building as a computer lab assistant, and when the students wouldn't have their assignments done, their web page assignments done, I would kind of just whip them off a web page in a matter of minutes. And then give them a floppy disk. Back then we were still using a floppy disk, the little 3-inch ones, whatever, 3 1/4 inch. And yeah, so yeah, I guess I shouldn't really have said that, because that was actually kind of cheating, I suppose, but I wasn't the one cheating. I was just kind of giving everybody, doing everybody's homework for them, which I did a lot in college, and that's one of the reasons why, there's a few reasons why I dropped out of fourth semester, dropped out third semester, dropped out of film. But I did finish my general art and science diploma, and I did in general art science. I took a psychology course, and that's another story. So when I'm in psychology course, I was doing general art and science and film production at the same time. So I was completing courses for both programs. I did graduate, like I said, with a diploma in the general art sciences. But yeah, in psychology, near the beginning, college psychology is a little different than university. University's basically all theoretical, whereas college you have to do a lot of practical, right? And so in college psychology, we had to do these labs where you had these questionnaires and you had to find a subject and you had to ask all these questions to the subject and come up with the answer. So I asked my my psychology professor, who was my program coordinator in college at the time, in general art and science. I said, yeah, I don't really have anybody that I can use to do these labs on, but do you mind if I use myself as the test subject? Oh, well, I don't know if you want to do that, William, because you're probably going to dig out some stuff from your past that you don't want to know about. I was like, well, actually, that's one of the reasons why I did want to take it, or did want to, use myself as a test subject and take all the labs. So I did. I answered everything honestly. I ended up, that was the same year I dropped out of film, and I ended up dropping the psychology course as well. But it was already just past midterm, and so when I went in to talk to my film production professor, my general art and sciences program coordinator, he says, well, I gave you the credit. He said, I know you dropped the course, but I gave you the credit because your marks were so high by midterm that even without doing another assignment, you still had a passing grade. Anyway, we're at 14 minutes, and I got to run in and grab a coffee and get to work. So this will be the last thing I do until later on tonight. All right, hallelujah, amen, and goodbye.